Hello everyone, welcome back. Ooh. Microphone's gonna pop out here. Alright, welcome back. Let's see, yep, everything's looking right. Welcome, we are in Cairns, Australia. I believe that's what it is, right? Cairns, Australia. And I think they did some work on Cairns, Australia in the update. Can't really tell with the airport. We'll fly over Cairns. We're going to kind of fly out to Fitzroy Island and then up to where am I here? Yeah, we can do that. We just kind of bring over kind of a map of the area. There we go. And we're going to be kind of flying. I'm going to fly out of Cairns. We'll go over to Fitzroy Island, up to Green Island. We'll kind of fly over Arlington Reef and Bat Reef, Tongue Reef. Yeah, we'll kind of fly this area. And at some point we'll kind of want to get to Lizard Island and land there. But we'll see. I don't even know if there's anywhere to land. Yep, there is an island. We'll try to land at Lizard Island, but we might cut it short. I don't know how long it's going to take in the helicopter to do it, and I kind of only want to stream for about an hour here, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we're in this is the Airbus H135. It's free on flightsim.to. Let's get inside and fly it around. I feel like I made a big mistake picking the helicopter, but it'll be fun. Turn on ready for takeoff. That way we don't have to start everything up. How are you guys doing today? Again, short stream. Just gonna be a short stream, about an hour. I work at 8 o'clock tonight, so I got a little bit of extra time. We'll stream, eat some dinner, and then off to work until 6 in the morning. Then we'll sleep, rinse and repeat. Tomorrow we'll do a flight. I'm planning on doing a flight, I think, over Luxembourg, I think is the one I have. Debating if I want to do it in an airplane or in a helicopter. We'll see how. I still need to work on my landing skills, so that's a big thing. I can't believe they have this. I mean, this is a really great piece of freeware. Brought a helicopter right into the sim, and it actually is really nice. I can't land it. I suck at flying it and landing it, so we're gonna see how it goes. But like I said, the plan is to go. We're gonna kind of fly out to Fitzroy Island, Green Island, and then kind of up the reef a little bit. We are ready for takeoff. There we go. See, not even a great way to.
Cairns Ground Hotel 5012 with golf request taxi.
Oh, gonna hit something, right? Oh my goodness. How do we start going forward?
Cairns approach Hotel 5012 is timed 1 mile southwest of Cairns 200 feet.
I think we're starting to work our way going forward. Really good thing to fly in though, because you get this beautiful, it's all view. Okay, can we I want to go forward. Here we go. I think we got it now. I turned it on to advanced flight mode. Maybe I should turn it on to basic. Basic is a lot easier. Alright, so we're gonna fly over Cairns. I'm sure the frame rate's not doing so well today. Kind of glitchy. Not sure what that's about. I don't know what the frame rate's doing that. Here is Cairns, Australia. This is, I mean, I think once I figure out how to fly these helicopters, I think this is going to be the way we're going to explore some of these cities. Like when we're doing the city exploration, I think we're doing a little bit more cross country. Maybe stick with like a Cessna or something. But this is really fun because you can kind of slow down and see things. Like right now we're going pretty fast, zipping over the city. But if we want, we can kind of just hover. That's really nice. Like a big wall right there. Actually, a pretty nice looking little city, I think. Pretty cool. It's the thing, we don't even have to do outside mode on the ground. Just have such views in this helicopter as it is. Alright, we're gonna head, I think we need to head over these. We don't need to really go over these hills, but we're kind of heading this direction. Do I have tools? Flight plan. Okay, did it not take the flight plan in? I don't think it did. That's great. Because I put in the places I wanted to go. We don't want to get up so high. Don't want to get up so high. We want to kind of sightseeing. Fly over by John Habashi's trees. I really wonder if I'm only getting 30 frames right now. Helicopter actually flies at a pretty good clip. Ooh, God, hit some with wind. But yeah, these trees are all like the kind of trees that you would see in Australia. We got a good mix of different trees that, like if we were flying in northern Wisconsin, we wouldn't see the same kind of trees. Nice mix of colors too. Whoa! I wonder if that's wind or it's a wind coming off the mountains there. I think that is. That's pretty cool. If it is, or if I'm just flying the helicopter wrong. Flying in live time right now. So it's 8:15 or 9:15 in the morning, Australia, out here. Might be the torque is what is causing that. That might be what it is. As I said, pretty new to the helicopter scene. I think I dabbled in it once in X-Plane. And again, there was no purpose of flying a helicopter in X-Plane in my mind because it didn't look, just the scenery didn't look like this. When the scenery looks like this, flying low and slow, hovering and looking at things is kind of fun. You don't want to really do it when everything's kind of, you know, generic and not that great. So I think that's Fitzroy Island right in front of us. And I'm not sure if Fitzroy Island is... I downloaded a mod for it, so I don't know if that added Fitzroy Island or if it added an airport or whatever to it. Frame rate also might be due to the kind of the misty nature of our weather right now. Yeah, the Great Barrier Reef, actually, I didn't realize, I didn't really do a lot of research before doing this flight, and I kind of looked it up right before I started, and Great Barrier Reef actually reaches pretty far both directions. Obviously, I don't know what I was thinking, so it actually reaches out way down there, and all the way up almost to the tip of Australia, so we're going to cover just a tiny little portion here near Cairns. Basically, I picked Cairns because I read, like, well, how do I go to see the Great Barrier Reef? And I was like, well, Cairns is the place you fly into to do that. I'm thinking, oh, that's got to be the closest place. There's actually closer places, smaller airports we could have flown out of. So, oh well. I'm gonna go fly here to Fitzroy Island, and hopefully we'll start finding some of the reef soon. In good case, we can look at the beautiful water and some of these ships. I'm assuming most of these ships are going to be courtesy of World. What is it? Global ship traffic, or I forget what the acronym is for it. But it's global ship traffic free pack that you get on flightsim.to. It has these kind of ships and yachts, and they're really detailed too. You can actually see the names of the ships. The containers on the container ships will be accurate. And then Orbix, if you have Orbix Central, you can actually download a free pack for like boats in the Channel Islands like Jersey and Guernsey and maybe the Isle of Man. Look at that. English Channel Islands. I think that's what this adds. It might add this helipad right here. I am not going to try to land on that. I don't have the skills. I don't have the skills yet. And that one right there. That one looks very difficult to land on. I'm going to have to learn how, because we're going to have to land at some point on this flight. We're also going to have to do it when we fly to Rome. You know, to fly into some of these places like Liechtenstein and Andorra. These micro nations, micro states in Europe. Vatican City, where the only thing you can land is a helicopter. There are no airstrips. Actually, you can see the Great Barrier Reef. You can start seeing one of the reefs right over there. I'm going to start heading that direction. I'm guessing an airplane would have been a better option for this flight. Because we're kind of not really moving at too much of a clip right now. I guess we're moving about the same speed we would if we were in a plane. Yeah, I'm on advanced flight mode, and I feel like on basic, when you let the stick go down, it actually just fly faster, but you don't really descend that much. I don't know. Learning how to do the helicopter. Let's make sure. I want to kind of get to Green Island. We're not covering a ton of ground here. I don't think that's Green Island. Might be. Right around Green Island, we'll have the Green Island Reef, and then there'll be the big Arlington Reef, which is probably that one right there. Like I said, I don't know if helicopter is the best. I mean, it's good for landing on some of these islands, because that's the only way you're going to land on those islands. But otherwise, maybe a plane would have been a better for this little tour. Never fear, we'll always be able to do another flight. Maybe we'll do a flight in a little bit faster plane where we can just try to cruise the whole Barrier Reef. I mean, the Barrier Reef is 2,300 kilometers, so I don't know what I was thinking. Go. This is going to be the Green Island Reef right here. I wonder if those are ray march reflections. Something fritzing out on me. I've been turning the ray march. I kept them on here, but I think I'll turn that off and see. Something's fritzing out on the graphics. Green Island. Green Island. Yep, there's a helipad right there on the beach on the left side. They got some boats. There's actually, with the mod, you can actually see people standing on the beach. The wharf there. Still learning how to fly this helicopter. Alright, let's head up to Arlington Reef and Apollo Reef and Oyster Reef. Try not to crash. Yeah, but the helicopter opens up a whole host of possibilities, and I've noticed a lot of people really taking advantage of this with the, with these kind of, sightseeing things. It's a little harder to sightsee. I mean, obviously you can, people do in the smaller planes. But with the helicopter, you can sightsee in some places that the plane just doesn't fit. This is the Arlington Reef. Of course, whenever I fly low and slow, the weather is very cooperative. Whenever I fly low and slow, I try to stay out of the. Here's another one. This is like another part of the mod. I don't know if this is a real thing, but I think you can land on this too with a helicopter. There's a few platforms. Kind of a staging ground. Checking out the Barrier Reef. Not exactly sure where I am now in relation to all the reef. I can't even see that online. This might be kind of lost what reef we're on now. This could be the Oyster Reef, might be, or the Apollo Reef. If you're just joining in, we took off in Cairns, Australia, in the Airbus H135. It's a helicopter. Free mod from FlightSim.to from the Hype Performance Group. Link in the description below. If you guys are on Twitch, just go to FlightSim.to and search H135. You'll find it. They also do have payware. They have a payware H145, which I think is more the civilian version. This is, I think, technically like a rescue helicopter. But obviously, I think they put out this free one. You can see their work and get you interested in flying. I think it's a good way to do it too, because this is a really good quality aircraft and for free. And then obviously, get this quality and probably a little bit more. The A1, it's a really cool looking reef right there. We kind of got off far to the left here, so we're like over there. I think that's gonna be the Michaelmas Reef, or that might be Hastings Reef. Michaelmas will be over there. We're actually like a small island. It's Pixie Reef. That probably is Pixie Reef right there. I think we kind of got off a little bit to the west. That's why we're not over any reefs right now. A little too far to the west. Obviously, if we stay right over there, we'd run into you can see a few big reefs coming right. That's like the Bat Reef right there. The helicopter, suddenly we start gaining altitude. Depending on how you have your stick. we'll start making our way over to the Bat Reef and the Tongue Reef. Actually be headed towards, I feel like this is the end. So I'm not exactly sure where I am. A little hard. I don't have like a reef map in front of me. Actually, what I could do, probably won't help me much, but I should do the flight tracking on flight events dot. Flight events or events.flighttracker.tech. I can kind of see the reefs. There we go. Okay, so we're kind of coming up on. Yeah, it's going to be Hastings Reef. Then we'll turn. Well, Tongue and Bat are over there. That's what those big ones. They're actually a little further off than I thought. Hey, Marco Lopez. Yeah, it's a little bit slow today, but we're running. We're streaming a little earlier than usual. This is the Hastings Reef. How are you guys? How are you doing, Marco? We got a few viewers on Twitch. That's the Hastings Reef. And then we'll move up. We got the Saxon Reef and the Norman Reef. Tongue Reef and Bat Reef. Bigger ones. Mr. Smarty, this is a freeware mod. You can get it on flightsim.to. So flightsim.to. It's the H135. You just put in H135, or if you're on YouTube, you can look in the description. I have a link to all the mods I have, and I do have a link to this one. It is freeware. It's from Hype Performance Group. They actually have some they have a payware H45, which I believe is the civilian version of the helicopter. This is I believe this is more of a rescue helicopter. So yeah, it's freeware. This is not straight from Microsoft or Zobo, but it's really good. It's actually a really good model. It's a really good flight mechanics and everything. I think that was Saxon Reef right there that we just passed over. We have Norman Reef in front of us. Not seeing it, unless that's it. That seems way too big for it. None of my maps, like Google shows this Norman Reef, but then like Flight Tracker and in Sim it doesn't exist, so I don't know what happened to it. Weird. It should be like right here. Well, this is gonna be the Tongue Reef, and then that's Bat Reef. They're pretty big. They're gonna be the biggest, almost as big as the Arlington Reef. Actually, Bat Reef is pretty big. You see how much blue there is over there. We're gonna get a good flyover these two reefs. Try not to gain too much altitude, because then I'm just kind of hovering. I'm not actually moving forward. Yep, I'm flying on advanced mode on the helicopter, so it's got a few different modes. Flight modes you can do advanced, Xbox, PS4, or basic. I'm trying to do advanced so I can kind of learn how to fly it, truly learn how to fly it, versus doing something like basic. Obviously, Xbox, PS4 is kind of designed more for, you know, controller, I would assume. I need to learn how to land this thing, because we're going to obviously have to land on this flight, and on my world tour flights, where I'm flying into every country and territory in the world by commercial airliners right now, I'm in Europe, and the problem is there are some places in Europe, these micro-states like the Vatican City, Liechtenstein, Andorra, Monaco, what's the other one? Marino? Another one in Italy there, Marino. Now, Marino actually does have a private airstrip, so you could fly a plane in there, a small plane in if you wanted, instead of a helicopter. But the rest of them, we're going to have to fly helicopters in to get a landing. Unless we do like a bush landing. But that'd be pretty hard. Like Vatican City, there's not much, nowhere really to land a plane. You got to come in with a helicopter on their helipad there. This is definitely a way to fly low and slow and hovering and being able to see the scenery in Flight Simulator. So this is the Tongue Reef. This reef kind of extends off and on a little bit. Here's the kind of the real hard part of it, but you can kind of see a little bit more. It kind of scatters a little bit. It actually goes for quite a while that direction. We're gonna fly over this edge of it, and then we're gonna go over to the Bat Reef because that's a little bit further south again, and it's actually a really big chunk of reef that's really close to the surface. Really low, as you can see. And who's the Bat Reef? There it is. You see this reef, the Bat Reef, is much bigger. Much closer to the surface, a lot of it. Tongue Reef kind of peters out a little bit. It does extend for quite a while. This is the Bat Reef. B-A-T-T, Bat Reef. These are all obviously part of the Great Barrier Reef. System of reefs. Reefs? Reefs? Plural of reefs. Reef. Is it reefs or reefs? I think we'll have to come over this again with an airplane and fly like a... I mean, obviously an helicopter we can go up there too and get a good high view. But it's not often that I get to fly this close to the water. And the water, see Microsoft Flight Simulator was really good. Pretty calm today. Not a ton of waves. Hey Raul, welcome to the stream. Just flying over the Great Barrier Reef, just off of, at this point we're over the Bat Reef, so that's going to be off of Port Douglas, Australia. We'll be right over there. But we started in Cairns. And just a short stream here, so we're going to be pretty soon looking for a place to land. Go to about 6:05, 6 o'clock, 6:05. The Bat Reef. Really cool thing is to be able to fly this low and see the beautiful water in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's so cool. As I said, it's very calm. We don't have huge waves, but you can definitely see if we go somewhere and there's high winds, you can see the waves. Yeah, really cool. I'm not going to change the weather. Show that off today. Because the main event is seeing this beautiful coral reef. Get a little disoriented though. It's kind of hard to see with the clouds reflecting. Where exactly we are on the reef. Oh wow, we're just right in the middle. Flying along the edge right now of the Bat Reef. I thought we were already done with it. This whole thing is the Bat Reef. It is huge. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, I posted on Twitch. I had the schedule set for the rest of the week. I didn't post anything on YouTube, but my plan is to do a stream about 5 o'clock. You know, so same time we started the stream today. About 45 minutes ago, started this stream. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's the plan. Just about an hour stream doing stuff like this. Tomorrow we'll fly over Luxembourg. What I kind of want to start doing is flying over the cities that we've been landing in and taking off from in the world tour. Obviously I've missed a ton of them because we've gone to over 100 flights on that world tour, so. But I'll have to pick some out. Right now we're flying over Europe, but I think to be fair, I'll have to do some flights over some of the African cities we flew into. They look really cool as well because it's not all just generic. It very much looks like what it would look like. You know, dirt roads or, you know, depending on the city. I'm not saying all cities in Africa. I mean, obviously, like, but there were some places. I think I landed in Rwanda and landed in that capital. It looks so cool because it was just a different world. What is this? still over. I think this is basically we're kind of getting to the edge of one edge of the Bat Reef. There's a ton more back there we didn't fly over. And then we're kind of getting back into the scattered reefs of the Tongue Reef right now. I feel like it should be all of the reef should be a little bit more blue like that, though. I don't know what happened. That's all right. Now we're kind of gonna head back over on the Tongue Reef. The upper northwest edge of it. Here. I'm just looking at the Google Maps on the Great Barrier Reef and got a little quick fact here. Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef, of course. Largest coral reef system, sorry. Composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands stretching for over 2,300 kilometers over an area of approximately 344,400 square kilometers. I don't think we're going to be looking at all of that today. And I don't think we'll ever be able to see all of it unless you're flying 40,000 feet. You just kind of get this really, you know, what, 7, 8 mile high view of it, which is probably cool as well. Today we're flying low and slow in the helicopter, get to see the waves, really get to take a look at the reef. Flying over the Tongue Reef. The next reef up there is going to be Rudder Reef. And right there is Chinaman Reef. That's not really politically correct, is it? Rudder Reef. We're going to go fly over Rudder Reef. I need to figure out where we can land. Tree Airport. Yeah, right now I have Cape Flattery Airport, Yankee Charlie Foxtrot Lima. That's the one that's on the overlay. Don't think we're going to be able to get to there though. In the time I want. Still 40, 50 minutes away. And we got about 10, 15 minutes left on the stream. Then I gotta go eat dinner. Get ready for work. Well, I think I'll make my way to Bloomfield River Airport. That'll probably be best bet. No? Okay, there we go. So Daintree is the nearest airport. Bloomfield. Closer to Bloomfield. Bloomfield should work. Track 2. Activate. Act. That's not the best imagery for that reef. Got some clouds in the photo. far away. I think we'll go to Daintree. Oh no, that's fine. 15 minutes. We'll fly over there. We're gonna fly to what airport was that? Bloomfield River Airport. Figure out how to set my navigation up. So that was Rudder Reef. This is going to be Undying Reef. Actually, a little strip of land right there. We could land on. Technically, probably. Can't I see my flight plan? Nav is going VOR now. There we go, GPS. Whoa, where are we going? They were kind of just... kind of got really high suddenly. Alright, so we do have the nav in now. We could actually land on that little island. So Bloomfield's just going to kind of be up there. Yeah. So this little guy, this is going to be that little reef. I think it's going to be Mackay Reef. Yep, that's Mackay Reef. They kind of peter out a little bit out up here. There's certain areas where there's some really big ones, or other areas where it's not as big. Actually a nice long stretch more down in the Mackay area. Might have to fly a plane over that at some point. It's the Mackay Reef. Get down so we're not just hovering. somewhere in here, that might be the morning reef right over there. Those big ones, that's going to be evening reef, and that one right there is going to be Pickersgill reef. I think we'll fly over there and then we'll cut direct west from Pickersgill. That will take us basically to the area of Bloomfield.
Climb and maintain 2,000 feet, Unity Niner, 02.
If you haven't already, it'd be greatly appreciated if you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, hit that follow for more Microsoft Flight Simulator videos. I'm going to be working on some tutorials on YouTube, the YouTube channel. But I stream almost every day, for sure on the weekends or my days off. Days off aren't always the weekends, but we do a stream 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And during that stream, do a world tour flight or two, flying into every country in the world via commercial airliner. And at some point, I'm going to start branching out, and I know I'm going to start getting burned out because with flight sim. I say I'm going to get burned out, but then some days I feel burned out from it. Other days I don't. There's so many places to fly, but I think I definitely want to branch out and do some other games at some point again. I used to do American Truck Simulator a lot. Have to set that up and figure out how to do live streams with that. Or maybe I'll just make set videos for YouTube for ATS. There's some other games like Hell Let Loose and play some retro games like Jedi Knight. Do that. If you're interested in any of those things and learning, and if you're primarily interested in Microsoft Flight Simulator and learning how to kind of go about flying some of these planes, you can come along and learn with me. I'm pretty good at flying the A320, the A320X mod, fly-by-wire. CRJ I'm doing alright. Anything smaller, though, gets a little questionable in terms of getting it started. This is the Pickersgill Reef I'm up on. We're going to basically have to cut a little bit southwest from here into the airport we want to land at. Imagery for this one not as good, unless it's just kind of that's the way it is. Oh, pretty. So we're gonna start heading towards the coast. And Bloomfield River Airport. Basically gonna land in the middle of nowhere. Bloomfield's not a major place at all. I'm wondering if it even has a helipad or if it's just like a dirt strip. Hey, Creepy Kirk. Oh, Justin, you missed the reefs. You're gonna have to watch on demand now. He's been flying over the Great Barrier Reef for a while. The helicopter here. You'll see a little bit of it behind me. There you go. Now we're just headed to Bloomfield Airport. Just picked a random airport on the coast because I kind of want to tie up the stream pretty soon. Eat dinner, get ready for work. It Takes Two. Yeah, I saw that you were playing It Takes Two. What's It Takes Two? That's pretty cool. If you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter? I know you mentioned she watches streams. I don't know if you said she watches with you or she also watches. She noticed, I remember you said she noticed like on the Pack X the satisfaction going down on the passengers slowly. It Takes Two. Let me see if I can find that. Takes Two. $20 on. Looks like a pretty. That looks like, yeah, it looks like a cool game to co-op kind of game, right? Oh yeah, if anyone's interested, it is on sale right now, 50% off, so it's $20, $19.99 on Steam for the Lunar New Year sale. It's similar to games I played, similar to Portal and Portal 2. Okay. Yeah, that kind of co-op thing, I suppose. Two-player co-op game that you need to work together to solve problems together. Yep. One game of the year. Pretty cool. And only one person needs to buy it. The other can get Friends Pass for free to play online. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool. Yeah, it's cool that it, and that's the great thing with Steam and kind of those things, is that those kind of games, because those are the kind of games we all grew up, you know, when you played video games growing up, it was always usually, they weren't always co-op, but it was usually multiplayer, right? You know, it was like you and another player, you know, your two controllers on the same screen, or you know, maybe you're racing, you have a split screen or whatever it is. And then PC gaming, it kind of got away from, you know, doing that as much for a while. It's really coming back, and obviously coming back in really huge ways with stuff like Arma and the games where you're co-oping with 100 other people sometimes. Alright, I have no idea how I'm going to land. I believe that's the airport right there. Yep, that's it. Doesn't look like much. No idea how I'm going to land. I've been practicing, trying to figure out how to land. Well, that I can land in Vatican City and Andorra and all those places, right? I believe you did that, right? Did you land the helicopter, or did you just do like a plane landing in Andorra? Yeah, but if you guys haven't already subscribed or followed, please do. Hello landings are just controlled crashes. Yeah, when I do them, I've gotten it pretty much done. I don't just plummet, but I can't get that nice soft landing. Or land where I want to land, always. I think this is the airport. Looks like an airport. Not much here. I guess that's it. It's just a dirt. We're gonna go try land, kind of, probably right over here. Hopefully not land on the building. Wolf Gaming, hey Cody. was wondering where you were. I saw your American Truck Simulator video. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get back into doing some ATS videos. Or live stream it. One or the other. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a helipad or something. We're never gonna. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. That's not how you do it. All right, let's get back up and let's see if we can. 1,300 feet per minute. Yeah, we just destroyed the helicopter. That's what I mean. It's like it just wants to come right down. Oh no, we're going into the trees. External view? I don't know if external view will help at all. Let me try it. Alright, another touchdown there. There we go. There we go. It's kind of how you... Oh. It starts drifting away. Where are we going? Let's get over here so we're not going off into the trees. I guess this is the place to practice. Okay. Oh. This thing down. Alright, well, that's better landing rate. That's not exactly how you do it, but well, there it is. We landed. We're here in Bloomfield Airport. See that final. Alright, let's see. What was the final landing right there? Landing rate. Oh, the one that's reported on Volanta is 9.48 feet per minute. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for the stream today. Yeah, you just showed up too late, Wolf Gaming. But I'll be streaming tomorrow probably at 5 p.m. And then Wednesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. because I work at 8. I have a couple extra hours for work, so I'm going to stream a little earlier. And then Friday and Saturday we'll be streaming at 7 p.m. I don't know, I think you need to, for your thumbnail, I think you need to have take a screenshot or something. It's a little, I mean, it did pop out because it's very basic. I mean, I'm not saying that the graphics are bad or anything, it's just kind of, usually, I feel like you need to have a little bit of gameplay in it or something. But otherwise, I like the otherwise. For real, do another one. Do another what? Another helicopter flight? Wolf? Cody? Well, yeah, like I said, tomorrow we'll do... I think tomorrow I'm going to fly over Luxembourg. I'm debating if I want to do helicopter or if I want to do a plane. Might do plane, but helicopter is better for doing the sightseeing, I think. I suck at Basically. No. Like I said, it doesn't have I think the ones that pop usually are gonna be the ones that. Yep, we'll do a flight tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do a short flight tomorrow. I don't have time today. I gotta go eat. Gotta go eat and get ready for work. So I'm gonna stream at 5 tomorrow for about an hour. And we'll fly. I think we'll fly over Luxembourg and that area. And we'll probably fly over the whole country of Luxembourg. All right. So on Twitch, let's see. Let's go. Let's have a little meager raid of someone. Bobby Reach. All right, I'll check him out. Yeah, you guys check out Bobby Reach on YouTube. While I try to find, let's see who's up right now that we could raid. All right, let's go raid Captain K-Man. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow around 5 o'clock. Happy flying, take care. Take care, Creepy Kirk.